Okay, so thank you very much for agreeing to do this interview with me. So I'm Dr. Vincent. I'm going to let you introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm June from M4G.
And mom and dad?
This is Daddy.
He's my dad, Vincent Chian, and he's my mom, Cecilia Wong. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, so as I said, we're going to have a couple of questions, okay? So the first one is, how have you been doing during this restricted movement order, which I'll call RMO from now on?
I spend more time in my house than before, so I can do more things that I want to do before the MCO, like exercising and then sleeping in the afternoon. Yeah.
Okay, that's not such a bad thing. That's a pretty good thing. Anything else? What have you been up to during this lockdown? Like, it's been a couple of weeks.
I also dance more.
Oh, what kind of dancing?
Hip hop. Yeah, something cool.
Sweet. I could never dance to save my life when I was a kid. But I think it's pretty cool. What are you listening to?
Listening?
Yeah.
What are you dancing to?
Yeah, what else? Korean.
Like
Sounds
K-pop or like some English pop song.
Okay. Right. I'm going to move on to the next question. What do you miss most during the RMO?
To interact with my friends and teachers in school, because that is more fun, and then I can ask questions easily than virtual learning. Yeah.
So any shout out to any friends you particularly miss?
Which are the friends that you miss?
Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I often ask questions to Jasmine in school, and then since she's the top scholar, so I can ask her anything.
So is it that you miss asking questions to the teacher or to Jasmine?
Both, but Jasmine more.
Okay. Are there any particular teachers that you miss?
Mr. Chow.
I've heard that before. He's quite a popular teacher. Okay. I'm going to move on. What do you enjoy most about the lockdown?
I can sleep anytime when I'm not having class in the living room. And also my dogs, I can play with him anytime, even when I'm having class. Yeah.
Yeah, holding the dog while attending class.
Yeah, he's like here.
I'm not sure that there's any school rules about holding dogs, so I'm just going to let that one slide. Okay, well, a very important question I need to find out from you is, how are you doing with the learning during the RMO? We are moving at quite a fast pace. Could you just share with us how you feel you're doing?
The assignments are distributed earlier than before. So I know that the teachers are trying to let us do our things earlier, so we won't be like rushing before the deadline. Yeah, and so the teacher also try the SS prep with us for the exam, like
that's to do the online exams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but how are you doing? How do you feel it's working out for you?
There are a lot of the technical problems, like when the teacher talking, it's kind of lagging.
Yep. You break. But how about the speed of learning? Are you okay?
Are you okay with the speed?
Yeah, for me it's okay.
Not too fast for you?
There's a lot of work, but I believe I can handle it. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds very positive. So during this online learning, there's a lot more work that you need to do by yourself. So you need to be super disciplined, I think. And a character that is very disciplined lends itself really well to this situation. So if you're doing really well right now and you're holding your ground, I would say that sounds to me like you may be one of those people who is really disciplined. I mean, would that be right, Mom and Dad?
Yeah. I noticed he's more disciplined now also.
Yeah.
A very big smile coming out from his face when you say yeah. Mom and Dad, thank you very much for letting me speak to your daughter during this time. Would you like to share anything with us so that we could maybe take some feedback with regards to the online learning process?
I think it's quite okay to me. I think personally that she's still learning, and I also understand that the hours has been cut down, because when the new semester started, she was actually saying that why everything is reduced. I told her that virtual learning is different, because you are supposed to read out, and when you come to the classes online, it's supposed to be more questions that they must ask the teachers by then. It's different. The approach should be different. That's why. Initially, I think that when the new semester, she noticed that she'll read out more. Yeah, that is a bit different, the concept. But I think she's get used to it now. She knows that whenever before class, she just have to prepare. That's my point of view. I think she's handling quite well. And then assignment, everything, she, even though the deadline is still some time, but she has been doing all this from now.
That's really good to hear. Mom, anything to add?
To me, I tried, because of the changes of sort of teaching environment, also the study environment totally different now and before. So I noticed sometimes maybe there are some distraction of her attention from the study when the class is conducted online. So I and my husband CK, we try to reduce the
distractions that she's supposed to be
sometimes
there.
She will complain, Mom, Dad, can you lower down your noises? Influencing my attention. So we try to accommodate. So more bonding time among three of us.
That sounds really nice. So if there is something that we could do better as a school to serve you better, could you maybe give us any suggestions that we could do more of or do less of that can make this really strange time a little better for everybody?
I'm not sure about, I would say, because sometimes I see her attending classes. Perhaps I'm not sure. Maybe one or two teachers still not really get used to that kind of way of teaching. Or maybe because their internet at home is not, that's why she sometimes complaining about the lagging, all those kind of things. Or even some teachers that they don't know how to attract the attention within that short period of time. I think that is something that it's not the problem of Fairview teachers. I think all the teachers are having this problem now, which I see that they have to slowly to adapt into it. But so far, I think should be fine. Most of the teachers that I can see that she's attending the classes. Maybe one or two, okay, I don't want to name it, but they really have to understand that this is the way moving forward, okay, in virtual learning.
That's excellent. I think that's good feedback. It's solid. We're not going to be perfect doing this, and all of the teachers had to shift to this weird online environment suddenly. So while they're trying to find their feet, I'm pretty sure some of them will take a little bit of time to get their footing done. How about yourself? Yeah, you're the star of this show.
Say what I want to say.
I took over her statement. Sorry.
Anything else at all? We are completely all ears to hear anything you've got.
I think the teachers might have, they should have organized their information more organized in the slides or documents, because sometimes when they are saying in the virtual learning, they don't have whiteboards to write on, so we can only hear, and then sometimes when they speak very fast, then we can't really catch the point.
So if there's like instructions, then maybe there's a slide that's on the screen so you can capture it better rather than just saying nya 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 nya, and then you'll have to write it down really, really fast or something. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds great. That's good advice and that's great feedback. Thank you very much for that. How about you, Mum? Any suggestions for us?
Suggestion. I don't have comment at this juncture.
Okay.
Can't think of any suggestion.
No worries.
Maybe.
No worries at all. And if ever you come up with any other thoughts or ideas on how we can do things better, CK, you've got my number and you're part of the Fairview Angels group. Just let us know at any point in time how we can adjust our route. I know that we're not going to do this perfectly, but I definitely know we can keep pivoting to get closer each time. So with that, thank you very much for the time that you spent today. And I wish you all good health and be safe.
Same to you.
Yeah,
Same to you, Vincent.
Thank you, guys.